Hello number ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. Not too long ago I made a couple of videos where I talked about this whole controversy that occurred when Oblivion Remastered came out with a mod that was banned at Nexus mods, which allowed you to remove the language body type 1 and body type 2 from the game and substitute it with female male. Even though I believe I argued my points well on this video, I did forget to read their actual statement as to why they banned the mod in the first place. So today we're gonna do just that. Thank you. We'll read their statement, Nexus statement about why they removed it. Thing is though, some people complained about the fact that I didn't read it because I forgot to read it on that, so we'll read it today. But I don't understand why people say, well, they said they didn't ban it for censorship, they banned it for this other reason. Yeah, that's called PR. I never believe, like, you think I believe Bethesda, Nintendo, whoever it is, when they make a statement like that? Oh no, well, this is our statement, great, that's PR. I don't believe them. I believe actions, and what they did is congruent with what they've been doing for the last few years. Therefore, but I'll read it. I'll read it so we get it here. We get it on the channel. We discuss, see what you think, see what I think. We exchange ideas. But it's just because they say something. It doesn't mean that that's true or that I'm going to believe it. They banned similar mods for many games before. Exactly, they have done it constantly. That's why I'm like, yeah, okay, you're just trying to save face, but it doesn't work with me. But that's just me. Of course, I can't prove it. I wouldn't be able to prove it in front of a court of law. Although then again, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but maybe you can establish a pattern. I believe actions, exactly. She had a beautiful type 2 body here. So if we go to our non-beloved Nexus mods, and we write Oblivion, of course, and read what they had to say, and then we decide if we believe it or not. How about that? Yeah, this is hilarious. Trending mods, body type selector. It's like because of what they did, they made it the most trending. It's here. Yeah, that backfired. All right, people love it. People love the mod. Right? And people should have the choice. Let me see. So now last time I made the video a couple of days ago, 245,000 views. Now it's at 300K. So an extra 50,000 views. I hope I contributed to that. And then we get almost 30,000 unique downloads, total downloads, 32,480. And it seems like a lot of people like this. So could you imagine banning something that precludes 32,000 people from getting what they want? And why? Because you have to say, but why does it matter? But why do you care? If it's such a trivial thing, then why did you change it in the first place? I mean, there is no way to attack this counter-argument. It's a golden counter-argument. And as you know, I'm a freedom guy. You can play with whatever the heck. You can say body type, body this, body that. I don't care. Use whatever you want. It's your game. But if it's trivial, oh, why do you care about one single word? You changed it. You changed it. If it's trivial and it doesn't matter, then why did you change it? If you changed it, it means it does matter. And therefore, it's not trivial. Hence, we can download it if you don't like it. That's it. It's like it's not even coming from a place of toxicity. It's not coming from hatred, and people who know me know it. It's just a matter of, it's just a logical inconsistency with the thought process. And here we are, male and female, but let's see what they say. How about that? Community notice regarding this mod. This mod has been and likely will continue to be a source of controversy within the community. So far so good, I agree. Yeah? Okay. After the thorough review, we have determined that the content of the mod itself does not violate our community guidelines. Why did you need a thorough review? This mod adds 2 words. I'm going to be pedantic because people told me, you didn't read it. Why? Okay, you're right, but now I'm going to read it, and you triggered the pedantic Metatron. So, how do you need a thorough review to be like, well, let's see. Let's sit down with a board of directors here and the tribunal committee. Guys, what is the problem here? I think it's the fact that underneath here they removed, what did they remove? Oh, I don't know. Let's get it all together. Get the team. Call the lawyers. So they removed type 1. What did they change it with? With a word. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, sir. Okay, how many of those are vowels? Sir, it's 3. But I don't know that because 3 is a mystical number. It could represent the Trinity. So maybe it's religious. I think it's religious in nature, the problem, sir. I don't know. But if it's Trinity, then it's only the Trinitarians. Shouldn't we do... Come on. Come on now. A thorough? Really, Nexus? You needed... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go with Antic. The Supreme Court. Anyways, so they determined after a thorough review, must have taken them like 15 hours straight, they didn't sleep. We have determined that the content of the mod, so male and female, itself does not violate our community guidelines. Thank you. However, due to the nature of the topic, which often attracts intense and sometimes hostile discussion, that's true, the comment section will remain locked to prevent further escalation. Listen, I will never lock my comment section, and it's something that pisses me off when YouTubers do it, okay? But it's their website, it's not like a, what can I say, it's not like a public plaza. Do I like it? No, because I think people should be allowed to say what they want. But whatever, it's their website. I can't tell them, oh, you can't because freedom of speech. I'm like, it's not the government. It's not a public place. I am entitled to block my comment section. It's my channel. It's just that I will never do it. But that's a personal choice of mine. Prevent escalation, right? Why was the original upload removed? Let's go. There has been a lot of speculation and misinformation, of course they call it like that, regarding the removal of the original upload. To clarify, column. The mod was not taken down because of its content. It's not been removed because of its content, okay? As stated in the ban notice, it was removed due to the uploader's behavior. In the comments, the uploader expressed an intent to incite drama and endorsed an external site explicitly designed to host inflammatory content. This kind of behavior directly violates our community standards. Alright, now, if this was the case, that's the thing. I understand that's what they are saying. This is lawyers' talk. This is something that they talked and said, okay, guys, we're losing thousands of people subscribing. We're losing money. People are complaining. YouTubers are making content, me included, but massive ones more relevantly than me. What do we say? What's the excuse? Because I don't believe them for 1 second, because I'll show you why. I do not believe it. What's the site? It's Nexus Mods. I don't believe it. I don't believe that that's the reason. I believe that that's what they sit at. That's what this, mark my words, is the thorough review. Because you don't need a thorough review that takes hours to decide whether the content of the mod, male and female, is in fact a problem. No, the thorough review was used to write this. And they decided, well, he did this. Okay, well, that's against the terms of service. All right, then let's say that that was the reason. That's how I read it. Can I prove it? No, but I can also share my opinion based on what I have, the data that I have on their website. With that being said, hey noble ones, I noticed that quite a few of you watching my videos are not actually subscribed, so it would be so good and I would really appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button right now, as it really helps the channel and the production. Thank you so much. I would like them to tell us what the website is, because yeah, if you endorse an external site designed to host inflammatory content, do you know what that site is? Because they're not saying it. Just because they say it, it doesn't mean that it is. If it is a website, like if they put a link to neonazi.com, then sure, I get it. Am I right? But what is this inflammatory website? Explicitly designed. What is that? He expressed the intent to incite drama, and you should have put screenshots of that. Is that true? So yeah, I would have to see. It's possible that the creator of the thing was acting like an asshole in the comments. I don't question that possibility. It absolutely happens. Anyways, we recognize that mods like this can bring sensitive discussions around gender and identity to the forefront. Right. While these are important conversations, our platforms exist to support creative expression in modding. I wish that was true. This is false, not to serve as a battleground for broader cultural or political debates. And if they were actually impartial, like they're not, this would mean that they would block all forms of content that could be perceived as political or divisive. They don't. They only ban the ones that go against what they believe. At least admit it. Don't play the part that your actions clearly scream louder than your words when it comes to which side you prefer. At least say it. I would respect that a lot more. So they don't want political or cultural debates. What we will not tolerate is trolling, harassment, discrimination, or any other form of toxicity that these discussions may provoke. And that would be good with me. I hate toxicity, but then again, discrimination you do tolerate in Nexus mods every time you ban a mod that allows you to turn a person of color, terminology you would prefer, into white, but you don't ban the opposite. So you are discriminatory in nature. If you really want to be like me, when I'm like, you know, guys, you do whatever you want. You want to turn a character white into black, you like it, do it. You want to turn that black character into white, do it. You do, particularly for a single player game. That's being non-discriminatory and for equality. That's me, not you. Because you specifically banned, they did allow all sorts of mods, as I mentioned, where you could totally change every single character that is straight. There are a million mods that allow you to turn them into gay so that they are romanceable if you are a member of the LGBTQ community. And once again, I say, yeah, sure, let them do whatever they want. It's their game, download it. But they do ban mods that allow you to romance a character that is canonically non-straight in the original content. So they are not what they are proposing to be. And it's clear, it's loud, it's obvious. And also that is kind of stupid because Cyberpunk 2077, there was this whole situation, this whole controversy. With the Cyberpunk thing, it was a big deal because there's this girl, right? And she is a lesbian. Although in the original content, I heard she wasn't. Then they turned her into a lesbian for the final game. And I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. If you want to put that, whatever. Then people did a mod where she was allowed, now you, the player, even if you're male, you can romance her. And they banned the mod. But I'm sorry, aren't you deleting bisexual people at that point? Because I don't think the mod removed the possibility to romance her with a girl. It just added the possibility to romance her with a guy, but that was enough for them to ban it. So they're literally deleting bisexual people then. It's like, we know what you do, Nexus. You can't hide from us. We know exactly the type of people you are. And you are not centrist in any way, shape, or form. And that's how it is. So that's why I don't believe it, guys. It's not out of hatred. I don't hate anyone. Consenting adults, do whatever you want with your life. It's freedom. But that's it. I mean, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to call it for what it is. Let's continue. Our commitment remains the same, to keep modding accessible and welcoming for everyone. And that would be something I have nothing against. Please note, any re-uploads of this content or any derivative content intended to circumvent this policy will be removed. A-word behavior in comments or posts will result in moderation actions. It's their website, whatever. There is no need to report this mod page. Oh, good. Okay. If you prefer not to see this content, we encourage you to make use of the content blocking tools by blocking the real word issues tag or the author, and that's the name 7H3 Laughing Man. Right, so yes. I mean, I guess, yeah, of course, if you don't like this mod, if you hate the idea of putting male and female and you absolutely are in love with the terminology body type, be my guest. You know, it's your freedom, whatever you like. Don't download it at this point. Don't download it. Isn't that like simple to do? What do you guys think? So were you guys convinced by the veracity and the genuine, I mean, they have 752 kudos out of a community of how many? 60 million users? Let me see. Yeah, 61 million, and you got 700 likes. How's that going for you, mate? Oh, gosh. So anyways, we have an alternative, guys. I don't believe them. Like, you know, I don't believe them. If they start changing the way, because I'm not against redemption. So if they start changing this sort of preferential and differential treatment for mods, and then they're more like actual neutral when it comes to stuff like this, and they only ban stuff that is objectively hateful, then I don't have a problem with that. But they will have a problem when you're like, oh, you made the character a redhead and she wasn't, she was a person of color, banned. But then they don't have a problem with this mod. I'm going to show you. I don't know if I'm going to get blocked for this, but because you need to see what we're talking about here. Man, I can't find it because I don't know what it's called. Anyways, there is a mod that allows you to well, let's just put it this way, to attack children in Skyrim. You didn't have a problem with that, but you have a problem with they turned a guy white after they turned 15 different guys black. I mean, come on. I don't believe a word they say, because I hate differential treatment, regardless of where it comes from, by the way. It's how it is. The alternative, before we continue reading your comments, of course, which I will. So we've got this place called Degmods, and apparently it's an alternative. Yeah, and there we go. Body type, and that's the first thing that you get here. It's for Dark Souls. You can put male and female back instead of body type. There you go. And I guess this website is not going to block it. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the place where I'm going to get my mods from now on. That's what I'm going to do. And so yeah, Degmods, guys, check them out. And I'm going to stop before we get some strange... where thank you, Decan, for the support. Pizza and pineapple. I do not appreciate pizza and pineapple, you apostate, but thank you for the £5 that I will use to buy a pizza without pineapple.